Hello everyone! My last video was about mini hats in Lolita fashion, and something that came up a lot was how many people feel that mini hats are difficult to coordinate and pull off well. So I thought it could be a fun idea to create a lookbook today, sharing some mini hat coordinates to inspire and maybe help out any mini hat lovers out there that are struggling to coordinate these silly little headpieces. So I only have two mini hats in my wardrobe right now, so I have this Angelic Pretty mini beret which was released in 2008, and then I have this Angelic Pretty dress up ribbon mini hat from 2023. So I'll be sharing some coordinates wearing these two mini hats, and I'll also talk through the process of how I put each coordinate together as well. In my first Lolita lookbook that I posted recently, there were a few comments asking for me to share how I put my coordinates together to explain the process, so I hope that this can be more helpful in this video. So yeah, let's make some mini hat coordinates. Whenever I build a new coordinate, I start by making a flat lay. Before the flat lay, I'll have usually thought a little bit in my head about what I want to try, but I feel like once I lay the dress down, that's when my creative juices start flowing, and I basically just grab everything that I think could work, and I place it on or by the dress to see whether I like it or not. And I just keep going until I've created a coord that I'm happy with. Often during this process, I'll start all over again and even sometimes completely change the dress that I want to wear if I'm just not feeling it. I don't always start my coords by choosing a main piece. For example, with these coords today, I chose the mini hats as the starting piece to base the whole coord around. So once I'm happy with the flat lay, I'll try the full coord on and make any changes that I need to. These are the flat lays that I picked out for today, but you'll see that I actually changed a lot after trying them on. Sometimes flat lays can look absolutely amazing and then the coordinate just flops when you try it on. Also, warning, if you have cats, they will probably enjoy laying on your flat lays, but they're so cute, so I think you should let them do it. My cats love my dresses so much. I started this coordinate by choosing a main piece to match the colour of the mini hat. I decided on this polka dot JSK because the deeper pink colour of the dress complements the pink bow on the mini hat really nicely. So for this coord, my aim became to do a mix of pastel pink and darker pink colours. I added the candy headpiece to add more polka dots and to bring more of the darker pink to the top of the coordinate too, and I added some dark pink clips too for the same reason. I chose this pastel pink blouse to contrast the pink of the dress, and it also has pink ribbons on it that match the colour of the dress too. I chose this light pink heart bag to contrast the dress too, and then I added the plushy keychains to tie in the pinks together, and they also have polka dots on them too. I chose these striped socks because I love mixing polka dots and stripes, and it also has a bit of a candy vibe to match the bow. I added a pair of lace frill socks underneath to match the white lace on the mini hat and to make the OTKs feel less plain. And then finally I chose my pink modos just because they are my favourite shoes ever, to be honest. So for this coordinate, I actually started by adding the polka dot bow and Trump Carnival brooch to the mini hat, and my intention was to coordinate it with one of my Trump Carnival OPs, but I tried it on and I wasn't feeling it, so I scrapped the whole thing and went back to the mini hat with the ribbon and brooch on it. I then decided on this cut sew because the colours matched perfectly, and it also has polka dots and striped ribbons on it which matched the whole mini hat situation I had going on. I added a load of bows to my head to balance out the mini hat and to match how the cut sew has a lot of bows on it too. So my main focus for this coordinate became the colours black, pink and white, the patterns, stripes and polka dots, and the theme ribbons. I chose this bag for the polka dots and also because the coordinate at that point was heavy on light pink compared to black, so I needed to break it up a bit. The socks were absolutely perfect with the stripes and black and pink polka dot ribbons, and I chose these boots because I feel like the coord ended up having a bit of a circusy vibe, if you know what I mean, and the boots finished it off perfectly. I feel like pinning accessories onto your mini hat can be a really good way to make it easier to coordinate. So I started this coord by choosing this chiffon polka dot JSK to match the mini beret because of the polka dots. This dress is my go-to for this mini hat, to be honest. They match really well. Once I decided on the mini hat and dress, the focus of the coordinate became to bring out the textures and make it look all soft, fluffy and airy. So I basically just started packing on all the chiffon, faux fur, glitter and pearl accessories that I own, and I feel it came together really nicely. With mini hats, I do like to balance them out by adding hair accessories to the other side, but I feel like it is nice to still have that asymmetry so that the mini hat can stand out and that it doesn't get lost in the other headwear. So I didn't balance it out to be equal in this coord, I just added this little faux fur ribbon to add some more texture. I made sure not to add any other colours as I just wanted this coord to stay black and white. I started this coord with the mini hat, and then I chose this OP because it has a mix of light and deep pink and also has white lace too, which is exactly like the mini hat. Also, this print was released in 2009, which was around the time that mini hats were super popular in lolita fashion, and sweet prints like this were often styled with mini hats. So I feel like they are a great match. I wanted to make a super nostalgic Coord here, so I went for a very 2010s OTT sweet vibe. I wanted the head section to be very busy, so I added this super big bunny bow, and once again I love mixing polka dots and stripes. I feel like having the hair down really allows the headwear to stand out in this. The main focus of this coordinate for me was the candy theme, stripes, and very subtly bringing out some of the sacks and yellow in the print through the accessories. I once again added a load of plushy keychains. I always use them to tie in the colours of the Coord to the bag that I'm wearing. The candy border OTKs were a perfect match for the theme, and they have a bit of sacks in them too, and I chose my motos again because I love them so much. Even though they're a new release, they feel very nostalgic. I really love them. For the final Coord, I wanted to go for a slightly more simple, old school vibe. A lot of the coordinates in GLBs that I shared in my last video didn't really use many hair accessories to balance out the mini hat, and I actually really love this kind of styling because it really lets the mini hat stand out the most, and I'm personally a huge fan of the asymmetry. But I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I started this coordinate by choosing my March and Ribbon OP to match the polka dots of the mini beret. To bring out the white a bit more in this, I added a white blouse underneath the OP along with white wrist cuffs. I really enjoy wearing a blouse under an OP sometimes because it can completely change the whole vibe. This Shirley Temple bag was a perfect colour match and it suits the old school vibe I was going for. The main focus of this Coord was quite simple. I kept accessories to a minimum. I was really just focused on balancing out the black, white and light pink and just giving off a nostalgic vibe. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like these coordinates that I shared with you today. Let me know in the comments which one was your favourite, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!